some information has come to my attention that I find quite disturbing. Somebody posted an argument on my YouTube channel regarding police officers that said, they arrested 10 million people on average every year, and most police officers are really good and they do a dangerous job. And he was trying to argue on their behalf. But as I thought about that number, it alarmed me. So I checked it out. He was under-exaggerating. They actually arrest on average between 11 and 12 million people a year, although in 2020 they arrested 10.1 million Americans. Now, the population in 2020 is 209,128,094 adults, which means 1 out of every 20 adults was arrested in 2020. And by the way, the trend is usually higher. It's up to 13 million if you go back as 2002, when we actually had a lower population. So over the last 20 years, nearly every American adult has experienced incarceration. And if you have not experienced arrest, apparently you are now the minority in America. Now, don't get me wrong. There are repeat arrests and things like that. And there are real criminals. But this is outrageous. We are a police state. We incarcerate more people than China and Russia combined. And like the old USSR KGB, the government gives qualified immunity and protection to the police to do as they wish. Between 2005 and 2020, 15,000 Americans, 15,000 were killed by American police. In that same time, there were 104 officers arrested. This is in a period while they arrest themselves 10 million non-officer citizens a year. 35 of those officers were convicted of any crime, and only 6 actually did any time. This should be alarming to every American. The fact that in a country with our population is incarcerating 10 million people a year, 1 out of every 20 people every year, should wake people up to the fact that there's something wrong, and it's not that America is the most criminal nation in the world. Now, perhaps we have too many laws, or perhaps we have a really crooked, terrible system. What do you think is the cause? Comment if you think that 10 million arrests a year is because we are such a criminal nation, or if 10 million arrests a year is because we have greater police than the rest of the world, or if 10 million arrests a year is because we have a problem, and state what you think that problem is.